Hi everybody, my name is Professor Yehuda Greg Kogan and this is Intermediate Accounting 2. Welcome everybody. I want to go over the format of the class with you real quick. I will be posting these online lectures on YouTube so that you can review these before class. And during class we're going to be working primarily on homework problems, which I will be working on with you, and we'll be working on them in teams. So this first chapter is long-term liabilities, and we're going to go over this in this PowerPoint, including some examples. Primarily to learn this chapter, we're going to learn about the format of bonds. We're going to learn about how to issue bonds, how to calculate different type of structures in terms of payment amount, the expiration of these bonds, how much to pay, how often to pay, what the interest is going to be. So, a little background on bonds here. A bond is a financial instrument, and it is essentially a contract to pay an amount back. And that depends usually on the rate, the maturity date, and the frequency of payments. So primarily these bonds come in different flavors. Some are secured, unsecured. You can look to mortgages, credit cards, student loans to see different terms of loans. The meat of this chapter has to do with how much do bonds pay as coupon and how much do they yield, which is their yield amount. And we're going to go over into a deeper example on that. Now we have issuance and marketing of the bonds. Now we're going to market bonds so that we can issue them. Usually it takes a couple weeks, and it's an instrument like stock where investors pay in and end up owning the bond. The selling price of a bond depends on a couple of things, and I want to go more into an example on a couple of these things to show you more of what I'm talking about with bonds. So I'm going to spend a couple of minutes here introducing you to an example that I have put together for our discussion, and you will have this on Blackboard to go over in more detail. So we have a company here, Living on the Edge is my company here. I'm going to use this. I'll have you guys as part of this class to create your own company that you'll use to create your own model like this for how much financing you actually need. Because a lot of these concepts get much easier once you actually implement it and do it yourself. So in order to tell you more about a bond, I'm going to tell you guys a story of what's going on here. A little bit of background of what's going on and how we're going to solve it out. So I'm a company, I make surfboards, and I'm selling these surfboards to different surf shops on the coast, East Coast, New Jersey, West Coast, California, Florida, in Miami. So my customers are surf shops, right? I have a business, I'm manufacturing, right? I'm designing, and surfboards have a lot of marketing also, right? I have a brand. So I need $1 million. I need this $1 million so I could make more surfboards. So it's not an arbitrary situation. This is actually happening, and I actually need $1 million. And I actually need it now because I have bills to pay. I have to pay for my branding campaign. You know, those surfing models don't come cheap, right? So anyway, so I'm looking to get $1 million, and I'm offering the market 14% a year, right? Annual percent. Now the market comes back and says, listen, we're willing to give you $910,000 even though you said you wanted $1 million. So what happened here? Well, they're saying that the yield of my bond is actually 18%. I offered 14% and the yield is 18. Okay? So there's a difference there. So we're going to examine this difference and continue with this problem in the next video.